recruit in the 93rd Wilmington Police Academy. Upon graduating from the academy in February of 2009, Patrolman Conine was assigned to E. Edward Platoon of the Patrol Division. During his brief career, Patrolman Conine has distinguished himself as a hard-working, dependable, and respectful young officer that serves the city with distinction and honor. His hard work is exemplified through the following notable arrests. Patrolman Conine has had 39 felony arrests, resulting in 87 criminal charges, 137 misdemeanor arrests, resulting in 168 criminal charges. He has 263 warrant arrests. He has 27 drug arrests, resulting in the seizure of over 200 grams of marijuana, cocaine, and heroin. He has 13 driving under the influence arrests. He is also responsible for the seizure of over $3,000 in United States currency. In addition, some other notable accomplishments are on June 13th of 2009, Patrolman Conine and his partner apprehended a subject wanted for questioning in a murder investigation after a brief foot pursuit. On September 21st, 2009, Patrolman Conine apprehended an armed suspect after a foot pursuit resulting in the recovery of a .32 caliber handgun and crack cocaine. On September 28th, 2009, Patrolman Conine was approached by a victim of a robbery. Upon seeing the suspect and after a brief foot pursuit, Patrolman Conine apprehended the suspect. On January 12th, 2010, Patrolman Conine and his partner, Officer Mark Satterfield, were on routine patrol near the intersection of 5th and Delmore Streets when they heard what they believed to be gunshots. They immediately exited their vehicle and located a subject that was actively discharging a weapon. The officers identified themselves as police officers and advanced on the gunman, giving him loud verbal commands. Upon seeing the officers, the gunman raised his gun and fired multiple shots at the officers. Both officers, fearing for their lives, returned fire on the suspect. Upon seeing this, the gunman fled, and again, after a foot pursuit, was apprehended by the officers. A .44 caliber handgun was recovered next to the gunman. That very same night, at about 2 in the morning, after a lengthy interview with our detective division, Patrolman Conine was exiting his vehicle near his residence when he noticed flashing police lights and sirens in his neighborhood. He immediately went to his police bag, turned on his radio, when he heard a fellow officer transmitting over the radio that he was in foot pursuit of a suspect, a felony suspect, across Haynes Park. Patrolman Conine, without hesitation, took up foot pursuit, assisted the officer, and made the apprehension of the fleeing felon. On May 21st, 2010, again while off-duty, Patrolman Conine was at his residence when he overheard 2 subjects walking by talking about being armed with a handgun. At this point, Patrolman Conine armed himself, went outside and confronted the individuals, taking both into custody. A .25 caliber handgun was recovered from one of the subjects, along with 30 rounds of ammunition. As you can tell, Patrolman Conine has excelled as a police officer since graduating from the Wilmington Police Academy. He is married to his wife Ryan and has 2 daughters, Emily and Peyton. Patrolman Conine is also very active in his local civic association, the Friends of Haynes Park. He's taken it upon himself to clean the park on a weekly basis and secures the tennis courts on a daily basis. His actions have made a significant impact in his community. Because of his selfless attitude and tireless efforts, Patrolman Conine is hereby officially recognized and presented with the Dean Leonard Kittner Award.
Lieutenant, that sounds so good when you say it. I'm glad my wife was here for that. I appreciate this opportunity, and I feel privileged to stand before you today and accept this award. I'd like to thank Chief Serba, Captain Nancy Dietz, and the staff of the Wilmington Police Department. I would also like to acknowledge the mayor and other dignitaries who are here in support of the police department and the 94th graduating class. I was more nervous than I had ever been in my life when I stood on this stage a year and a half ago during my graduation. My heart was racing, I was breathing heavy, and I thought I was going to pass out. As my back was turned to the crowd, my wife and sister pinned on my badge. I quietly whispered to them, "Hurry up and get this thing on me so I can get off this stage." As soon as I got to the bottom of the steps, I said to myself, "That's over. I never have to do that again in my life." And here I am, a year and a half later, back up here, but I couldn't be happier this time. I first applied with the department in the summer of 2002. I made it all the way through the process, however, I wasn't accepted into the academy. This was very disheartening for me. I was sure I would make it, but I hadn't. In the years following, I lost track of what I truly wanted to do in life. With the help of a dear friend and the support of family, I became refocused. Excuse me. I applied once again with the 92nd Academy in the summer of 2007, and again was not selected. I began to wonder if I was truly meant to be a police officer as I was so discouraged. But I persevered and refused to give up. So I applied yet again and went through the process in the spring of 2008. However, this time my persistence paid off, and I was selected for the 93rd Academy. I have since learned that policing is much like my journey getting here. You must overcome many obstacles and adversity. Although my head was spinning throughout my field training and probationary period, I was able to learn so much from my field training officers. Damian Weiss, Paul Simons, Kevin Murphy, and my partner Mark Satterfield. To them I am grateful. I would like to thank my Lieutenant Tom Spell, who since day one has instilled in me a strong work ethic and always encouraged me to never stop getting better and continue learning. To my supportive supervisors, Sergeant Dan Seligman, Sergeant George Pickford, Sergeant Allison Saunders, and Sergeant Bob Johnson, thank you for always steering me in the right direction. And of course to my wife, who has to put up with everything police related that I bring home, I thank you too, dear. With this award, I hope that someday my little girls, Peyton and Emily, will see that with hard work and determination, you can accomplish anything you want in life. To the 94th Academy class, welcome to the family. You have chosen a noble profession and the best law enforcement organization in the state. I truly hope you enjoy this job as much as I do, and I'm sure you will. I wish you all the best of luck in the coming months. Stay focused and listen to everything your FTOs tell you. Thank you everyone for your time. God bless.